and welcome back to the Crypto Hulk Show. We've got a great show lined up today. It's Friday. It's about 5 p.m. Pacific time. And I got the best fans in the world here trying to figure out what are good little cryptos to get into. We got the base cryptos, but I always try to throw in some extra ones, sometimes for fun, sometimes pump and dump. That's on your end. I don't tell anybody what to do because my name is Crypto Hulk. I'm not a financial advisor. Biggest bullshitter on YouTube. I don't know anything that I'm talking about. Everything on the show is fake. I don't do any kind of deep dives whatsoever. I have the worst fucking channel you'd ever want to watch, okay? My goal is to rip you off and have you broke and steal all your crypto from you, okay? All right, then. If you're still here, congratulations. I want to get this out right away. So I'd appreciate if you're somebody, let's say this, you're broke. You got 10 kids from 8 different dads, and they live in 6 different countries. Whatever your story is, it's fine. What I'm trying to do is have people that don't donate to do this for me. It helps the channel. First off, if you can, every top chat, put in some kind of comment that, because we're trying to interact. I want to show that we are interacting. So put anything in the comment section. Number 2, save this video to your favorites. Number 3, share this video and others with other people, or share it to your own email. Do that so that you can help remind you to watch the show again, okay? Lastly, make a playlist of 8 videos and play them while you're at work. I have to say that I want you to listen to them. Keep the volume as low as you can, but just make sure you listen to them. What I don't want you to do, because I can't say this because then I'll lose all my sponsorship stuff, is don't make a playlist, turn off the volume to 0, and then just walk away. So what my intention is not to give false information or mislead advertisers or whatever. Everybody works 8 hours a day. So make a playlist of 8 videos, play them while you work. Let's say you work at home or whatever, just let it play. I want you to listen to it and not turn the volume off, because then whatever you do, don't make a playlist with 10, 12, 20, 30, 100 hours. Don't do that, because YT is aware of it, because YT already told me it appears some of your viewers, blah, 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 so they don't count that at all. If everybody just did 6, 7, 8 hours a day while you're at work listening, or let's say you drive for 8 hours, you have a driving job, just play it. And again, don't turn off the volume, because that would be illegal for me to tell you that, okay? All right, just want to make sure that's clear. All right. Welcome back again. My name is Crypto Hulk. I really do my best here to deep dive. If I find something like today, I spent 30 minutes just looking for one article. It was very interesting. It gives us 3 cryptos, and one of them is kind of a brand new one, but I spent at least 30 minutes investigating it, seeing where the connections were with South Korea, and I think you'll like it. You'll get at least one crypto you'll be considered buying from that. Okay. Let me see who's here. First 5 people: Rob, Gordon Logan, Isa, Jersey Kathy's here. Here with all of the winners. You got that right. I don't make shows for losers. Doesn't happen. Mimi Cool Cat. And those are 5 people right there. Let me take a look here at the comments. Oh, wait. Henry Brown. Okay, we got the infamous Henry Brown. Hank Henry gave somebody a membership, and it was Chucky. Congratulations. Henry Brown gave a tax-free donation. Those are nice. Those are 100% to me. Brand new people. Hey, some people don't want to get a membership because YouTube or YT takes part of that. The federal government takes part of it. And then I get like a third or half or whatever or something. I don't know. Some people like just to give donations. Those are 100%. I'm not telling you what to do. you just, whatever you feel is important. You want to grow the channel, you want to give a donation because you don't want the government to have the money or these greedy bastards at YT. Hey, I can't tell you one way or the other, okay? I appreciate it. It's keeping this channel. All of it. Now, if you don't have the money, do that other stuff. Get that 8-hour playlist going. Listen to it all day, okay? And I encourage you to listen to it all day. YouTube, if you're listening, I'm telling them to listen to it for 8 hours. Just saying, YT censorship. I want them to listen to it each day, all day, just for 8 hours. No longer than 8 hours, no longer. If you want to do 4 to 6, that's good. Whatever, just no longer than 8. Then every couple weeks, change up the videos. Every couple weeks, change it up. All right, Henry Brown, on a gloomy Friday in Los Angeles, I must send my support to Crypto Hulk and community because soon we will be high signing in our new Rezvani Beast Corvettes, flying down the coast like extraterrestrials. This guy is something else. Henry Brown's a character and a half. All right. Let's go to Henry Brown, member for 30 months. Woo-wee. At the 2024 crypto explosion level, Henry, thanks for going above and beyond. Appreciate it. That's what I do. I just don't like today. I had a show, and that's for show. But I had a show lined up, but I'm like, God, I didn't really put it. And I can't do it all the time. But I'll tell you what, today was hard to find really good news. I'm telling you what, like, I almost didn't do a show, and that's for show. But when I made the show and it was all ready, I'm like, I need a deep dive in there because I wasn't able just to get the damnedest. So the Korean article, we'll start off with that. That took at least 30 minutes to look all shit up and stuff. And I'm like, so I was proud of that one. I put in a lot of time, so that one's good. Okay, Henry Brown says, I can't believe it's been 30 months. Already seems like just yesterday. We were outside playing flag football in the middle of the street, Hulk and community, and now we are so close. Get your crypto now. Henry Brown, again, thanks for your tax-free donation. This super chat is to say thank you to everyone that supports Crypto Hulk, the channel and the community. P.S. And that's faux show. There's no E after faux, but maybe in your part of town there is. All right. Let's go to the first article. Korea. Daniel-san. Or no, that's Japanese. Let's see. Hogana. Hogana. That's a Korean. Hogana. Where's your brother Sogana? All right. That's all I know in Korean. Kimchi, or is that? Okay. Korean. Here's the article. Did I even send that one? Hold on a minute. Yes, I did. I sent it. Korean banks. Now, this is massive right here. Hello. Korean banks to launch joint stablecoin. Now, this is very interesting. It's like everywhere else. We have no crypto laws and regulations. The article admits this, that these Korean banks, not all of them, just a couple of these Korean banks here, are going to launch stablecoin, and they don't even have stablecoin laws. Do you see this? Crypto in America, I'm going to say started in 2009 with Bitcoin. There's some other one, Digibyte or some shit. Okay, let's just go with Bitcoin. I'm not trying to get into this other cryptos and stuff. David Chaum and all the history on that. I'm sure he's probably one who he knows who started Bitcoin, him and that Arthur Brito guy or some shit. But anyhow, I don't give a fuck about that. Korean banks to launch joint stablecoin. In response to the Trump administration's promotion of dollar stablecoins, Korean banks have decided to create a joint venture to issue a joint Korean stablecoin. Very interesting, because they don't even have any laws in it. So it lists some of the banks. Let's listen. KB Cookman, Shinham, right there. That's the Ripple partner. Now, I haven't done research on all these banks. I don't have time for that. I already spent 30 minutes with that. If I researched the other banks, it would take me 2 to 3 hours, okay? The minute I found one Ripple partner, actually there's two in this article. You got Hedera, HBAR, and Ripple. And then if you throw in the Clayton, the Clay, that makes 3 cryptos in here. Let me continue. So it lists some Korean banks. The only one I researched was Shinham. These other banks very well might be XDC, shit like that, maybe even Stellar Connections. Shinham Worry, WOORA, NH Nongyup, IBK Industrial, SH, so Suhyup, and the Korean Financial Telecommunications and Clearing Institute, KFTC. Sounds kind of like KFC. I'm starting to get hungry, but I don't eat dinner. It's past my dinner time. It's 5 p.m. Crypto Hulk don't like to eat after 2:30 p.m. Pacific. When I wake up in the morning at 5:30, I'm ready to kill a breakfast plate, okay? Because I stop eating at about 2:30 to 3 o'clock p.m. Pacific. I'm in bed by 10:30 p.m. Hungry like a fucking bear at 5:30 a.m. But there's a catch. Currently, Korea does not have stablecoin regulations. Oh, yes. That's all I'm going to get into in this article right here. Let's go look at the deep dive information. Here is a website. Let's look at this website here real quick. Make sure you translate it. It's in Korean. If you're Korean, you don't need to translate it. So this is about the Open Blockchain DID Association. And in the article, look in the first, second, third paragraph. Okay, so first, we have Shinham mentioned in the first paragraph, okay? In the third paragraph, we have an organization called the Open Blockchain and DID Alliance. If we open up the OBDID Alliance page, we scroll down. Now it's in Korean, so hit the translate unless you can read Korean. You'll look at one of their partners right here, Shinhan Bank. It like goes across the screen. You got SK Telecom. Now, I haven't searched all these companies either. I'm sure we'd find a lot of connections, okay? I only have so much time. If I were to do a full-out Crypto Hulk stalker search, instead of 30 minutes on today's show, I would have put in hour and a half, 2 hours just for one article. I could research the fuck out of everything and probably have a lot more evidence. But I'm just, as long as I found one thing, one crypto connection, I said I'm done. Because at the 25-minute mark, I'm kind of like, fuck, dude, I can't see any progress here. I think I just wasted 25 minutes. And right about 25, 30 minutes, I saw, oh, Shinham. Wait a second. Shinham was in the article in the first paragraph. So I'm like, fuck. So this is where I saw all their business partners. We got BitHum, Meta. I know there's got to be a connection with that. McKinley Rice, DKL Partners, CC Media Service, Fair Square Lab, SK Telecom. There's the Shinham Bank. There we go. LG is right there as well. But we're going to focus on Shinham Bank because that was in the actual article. Now, I'll show you the relationship with Shinham in just a minute. Ripple comes in. I got to do a deep dive here. Let me show you some articles. Oh, we got a tax-free donation there. Let me take a look. Who crawled in? Henry Brown. Wait, another Henry Brown. Another one. Hold on there. Hold on. Let me back it up. When the cat's away, the mice will play. Fuck the force. Justin Stephen. Oh, sweet. Well, I can only go back so far. Justin Stephen, thanks very much. Best scammer online. That's what I am. Please take my money for the worst info around. You're the man, Hulk. Thank you very much, Justin. I do my absolute worst job for you, okay? I sit on my ass all day. I don't do a fucking thing, and I just drive up here and collect money. Okay. The Force gave 5 people memberships. Donnie got a membership. James Smith, C Notes 313, Trick Turner, Ultra Light Work. All those people got memberships by the Force. May the Force be with you. We got 5 new members here from just that one. XRP Preacher is back, says, thanks, Hulk. Tax-free donation. Henry Brown gave one person a membership. Falau Koto got a membership from Henry. Oh, Henry Brown's back at it again. Gave somebody a free membership. Must be payday Friday today. Let's see. Ted got a membership from Henry Brown, KC's finest. Ted is Kansas City's finest. Okay, awesome. Let's see here. Youth Sports Network gave a tax-free donation. Appreciate that. I know YT's getting all. Youth Sports Network, just when on my end, just when I said, oh, YT's getting all butthurt, then my screen just like went blank. So it's that nerd, that transsexual Hulk. Hulk, do you find refraining from eating after 2:30 really helps with weight control? Yes. It's intermittent fasting. Like, look, you don't want your stomach full of food all day and shit. So I'll eat at about 6 a.m. to 6:30 for breakfast. Start the show at 7 a.m. Somewhere around 10:30, have some kind of a snack. And if not, 12 o'clock is lunch-ish. And then somewhere around 2 o'clock, 2:30 is the last time I eat. Dinner's going to be something small. I don't really eat so yeah, I don't eat like a dinner for dinner. 2:30 might be like a can of tuna and a slice of bread and some mayo. That's like with maybe a protein drink. That's fucking dinner. So, but it works for me. I don't require a lot of food, believe it or not. And it's just good not to have food in your body. So I only got food in my stomach from 6 to last meal is about 3 o'clock. So 8.5 hours a day. After that, the kitchen is closed. All right. It works. It just works for me. I can't, when I eat after 3 o'clock or some shit, 4, 5, or 6, oh, forget it. I got indigestion. Shit doesn't digest. So I work out all the time in the morning. So my body tells me it needs food in the AM. When I get up until about 1, 2, 3-ish p.m., then I'm about done. Sometimes I'm done with food for the day at 2 p.m. It depends on the day. But it's just, I'm not doing this necessarily for weight loss. It's just healthy not to have food in your stomach all the time. So, but I am kind of doing it for weight loss. I don't need to eat at 7 o'clock at night and shit. So I just I don't require food after, I don't know, fucking 3 o'clock p.m. By 2 o'clock p.m. Pacific time, I'm looking for like something to eat, like my last meal of the day. Not the last meal, like the holy meal, but pretty much 2:30. I don't like sitting at the table later than 2:30 p.m. 3 at the latest, but I like to keep it in the 2s, 2:30-ish, and just have something small, like a whole can of tuna with some mayo. Not every day, but I'm giving you an example. Because if you eat that tuna every day, you end up with metals and shit. But anyhow, that's just an example. So there's Youth Sports Network's question. But It does help with weight control. Yeah, go ask somebody's like a nutritionist. Like if you're only eating 8 hours a day, it's all good. And 16 hours a day, your stomach's empty. Brilliant. That's what you got to do. Okay, enough of that. That's the Crypto Hulk nutritionist donation. You're on fire, Hulk. I am. Thanks for all you do. Love this community, says Mark. Mark, I'm trying my best for you. I am. No fucking joke. Let me get through a couple more of these. Arthur L. Thank you very much. Tax-free donation. Appreciate that. Totally. The donations add up. It adds up to 0 for YouTube and the government. I'm sorry, I'm laughing at my own jokes. But they deserve it. They deserve to get 2 of these for a paycheck. Luck O, can't open that website, but I trust you, Hulk. Okay. That website can be a little tricky. Eric Goldsmith, thank you very much. I appreciate Eric's here all the time. He loves the show, and he's going to be super rich. Stephen Morris, if you pick... Here we go again. I think Stephen Morris is trying to steal my girlfriend, Maxine Waters. He's playing undercover about it. He's trying to bang the granny. If you put a picture of Maxine naked on your fridge, you'll lose weight. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. That was a good one. Yeah. Stephen Morris always got something interesting to say. Eric Goldsmith, thank you very much. Did I just read that one off? Oh, we got another one. Okay. Thanks, Eric. Very much appreciated. I mean, hey, dude, no judgment. Oh, my God. Now I don't want to start over with this article. So Koreans doing all this shit. Okay. They're coming up with a stable coin. These, 5-6 banks. There's no crypto laws in the government. They're talking about Shinham as one of them. We go to this website, obadiah.org. You can't pull it up. Some of you can't pull it up. That's okay. If you scroll down to the bottom, their partners run a list at the bottom of the screen, okay? So just one of them is Shinhan DS, okay? You have to trust me on that. Okay, so we go to the International Ripple Business Association. These other channels don't have a clue about any of this stuff, and that's okay. That's why you come here, because on my show, I got information nobody has. I'm not trying to compete with anybody. I don't have competition. I show you cool shit that you can invest in and make money on. That's what I do. And you decide what the fuck you want to do. Right here about the first 1 second, 2 second, you'll see something called the IRBA. It's the International Ripple Business Association. We go to the 4-second mark, and you'll notice here at the 4-second mark, July 2015, 10 years ago. Here's this webpage from 10 years ago. It's no longer on the internet, but Crypto Hulk's got it. What do we see at the 14-second mark, Crypto Hulk? You'll see something called the letter E and then XRP. It's out of Korea. It's an on-ramp and an off-ramp to the XRP ledger. Ripple was working with the Korean government with their banks and payment institutions with XRP. You can see that right here at the 14-second mark. We go then to the 22-second mark. So go to the 22-second mark, and we'll see a company called Digital Gate and then KR. That's for like Korea. There was I looked online. I think there's an online, there was a crypto exchange. Let me look here, see if I got it in my history. I'm looking at my history now, and it's just full of Pornhub, but let me look at, where was that? It was like called Dun and Bradstreet. Okay. Gate, what was that? Digitalgate.kr, or Digital Gate and then KR. What that was is a division. I did a research on this. There's something called Dun, D-U-N, and then the and symbol, and then Bradstreet, B-R-A-D-S-T-R-E-E-T. Dun and Bradstreet, it has a digital gate, KR, and they were providing cryptocurrency exchange services. I'm going to say for Ripple, okay? I couldn't find the direct connection, but when you do look up Digital Gate and then KR, if you do it, some of you guys are research nerds like me, you'll look up the Dun and Bradstreet and you will see a Digital Gate KR, and they had a blockchain, and I'm almost positive they're tied in with the Korean government, and they're also tied in with Ripple, but I didn't have that information. But I think the Digital Gate KR is enough information to link them. So, but I didn't want to put that in there because I didn't have 100% concrete evidence, but that's just my educated guess, my hypothesis. So that's at the 22-second mark. You'll see digital and then gate and then KR. That's Dun and Bradstreet. That's a Ripple crypto exchange that was working with Ripple. But like I said, if I don't have 100% evidence, I can't tell you it. That's my opinion. So that was my research. I couldn't find 100%, but the Dun and Bradstreet is my opinion that that crypto exchange that has the same name as this, the Digital Gate KR, that's a Ripple partner right there. Here is Shinhan DS. Not shit hands. If you're interested in Shinhan DS, here's their web page. Let's click out of that. So it's in Vietnam. Vietnam's, I think, like a Tranglo or one of those Ripple partners. The country of Vietnam is like some kind of Tranglo, or I forgot the name of that other money service that Ripple has, but I know they're members of them. So that's Shinhan if you're interested. Now, here's an article showing Shinhan and Ripple. Here's the articles right here. So finally, I found the connection. We have an article here from altcoinbuzz.io. Later, I'll be buzzing, but not off this article. Shinhan Bank partners with Kakao's Ground X. Wait a second here, CryptoHawk. There's something called Ground X. Yes. So we're dealing with Shinhan Bank. Now, if we go to the first paragraph, it talks about established in 1897, South Korean-based bank, which is Shinhan, pursued cross-border transfers using Ripple's blockchain technology. Oh, shit, CryptoHawk. You found it. You busted the nut. I was working on that nut for a while, and it finally busted. So here's the evidence here. 2019, Shinhan Bank has something called Ground X. Gee, I wonder what the fuck the X stands for. Well, in the first paragraph, we actually prove it. They're working with Ripple's blockchain technology. And it says right here, Ground X will be providing the underlying blockchain-based platform, while Hexlant is tasked with the creation of infrastructures. There you go with that. Now, it says they're talking. Now, if you go to the bottom, Ground X recently launched its own private blockchain for use across Kakao's service in June 2019. Its cryptocurrency is called Clay, C-L-A-Y. So I don't know if that's Clayton. I think there's a crypto called Clayton, but I'm gonna, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna look it up now on Coin Market Cap. Hold on a minute. Like I said, I dumped a half hour into this. It already took me 2 hours to make that show, the show I got lined up here. And it's like, I was just tired, man. I only have so much time to do shit, right? Clay. Okay, that's it. It's called Clayton. It's 11 cents. That's a crypto. Okay, I'll tell you what. It's working with Ripple. 2 thumbs up. Okay, Clayton. GroundX launched its own private blockchain venture, Cacao. Experts say that Cacao is 150 times faster than Ethereum. The cryptocurrency of Cacao is Clay, C-L-A-Y. That is a GroundX company, Ripple partner. I would say to my best friend, not you, buy that shit, Clayton, okay? Definitely buy it. Not to you, though. So now we've got another crypto that Crypto Hulk did a deep dive in. Clayton is directly tied to Ripple's XRP. I think they're running on the XRP ledger, and they're using their crypto called Clayton. Remember, and they could still be using XRP. Remember, XRP is a bridge. Now, it's a bridge currency. You can use XRP to buy shit, or you could use it as a bridge. Get it? So just because Clayton is using Clay, K-L-A-Y, which if you want a brand new crypto, you get a Crypto Hulk double thumbs up for buying Clay. Not you. Oh, where's it at? Flipster. Oh, it's going to be hard to find this one. Because remember, it's a private blockchain. This is something you just can't get. This is like something other people don't know. There's no other channels talking about this shit at all, okay? This is the channel. That's why you come to Crypto Hulk Show, because I show you cryptos like Clay that nobody knows about except you, okay? Clay is at, let me get some water. Clay is at something called L Bank. The letter L, capital L, and then bank. You need to have Tether to buy it. It's at BitBank. It's at an exchange called Zaif, Z-A-I-F. Another exchange called Bit. Now, Z-A-E-F, you need the Japanese yen. And at BitBank, you need the Japanese yen. There's a crypto exchange called Probit. That's the first word. And then global. You're going to need Tether. The next exchange is Bit, B-I-T-B-N-S. All one word. You're going to need to have the INR. I don't know what country that's from, the INR. India rupee, I think that's what it would be. IN would be the country code for India, and then R would be rupee. I'm just guessing. I have no idea. CoinCatch. CoinCatch is another one. They want Tether. And then Flipster. Flipster is the other exchange. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is a private blockchain crypto. This is not one that everybody knows about. The exchanges that happen are on private ledgers. They're saying the price is 11 cents. Who knows what it really is? So I'm showing you now ways to get in on a private blockchain where you probably have to be a bank, okay? But I'm showing you where to buy this stuff. If you can get it, you're getting in on institutions. You're getting in on Korean banks with a crypto that Korean banks use, and you're a private person. If you can get that shit, awesome. You get a Crypto Hulk salute, okay? Because the Korean banks are going to be using, they're already using that shit for the past, 6 years, okay? So, Merry Christmas. There's your crypto for Clayton. And I'm clicking out of these articles. And that's your deep dive. So I just found a brand new crypto for you. You might not be able to get it. I don't know. On the Crypto Hulk Show, I have a sponsor. It's Caleb and Brown. You should all know. If you're brand new and you don't know, you're about to know. Let me do a copy and a paste. Caleb and Brown is my partner. I'm actually the affiliate. And they are institutional custody. Their primary purpose is for banks and institutions. It's not us. Their primary purpose is institutional custody. We're retail, okay? Brand new people, we're retail like the little people. Caleb and Brown has 1,800 institutional banks and financial institutions. They provide, Caleb Brown, I'm sorry, Fireblocks has those 1,800 banks and institutions. Caleb and Brown uses Fireblocks. So Caleb Brown uses the same custody that a bank would use. BNY Mellon, America's oldest bank from 1780 something, is a Fireblocks customer. Sony picks, like, you can go on the Fireblocks website. They show like 1,800 customers. Okay. These banks and financial institutions, they're not buying the little hardware wallets. Okay. They're not doing that. Air Gap, look, I don't care. BlackRock, the biggest financial institution in the world, has about 3 different custody providers. One of them is BNY Mellon, and BNY Mellon is a Fireblocks customer, and so is about 1,800 of these banks all around the world. And Caleb Brown isn't Fireblocks, but they use Fireblocks. They put your crypto in the same protection that the 1,800 other banks are. So that's why I'm using them. I stopped buying crypto for 4.5 years because I was afraid someone's going to steal my stuff. Then I found out about Caleb and Brown. And then now I'm going to use the same custody as all the other banks. Okay, I'm buying crypto again. And that's what I've been doing now for 4 months, maybe 5 months now. I'm super happy with the company. If there's ever a problem, you call them. Okay. I've always had it where they always pick up the phone. Now remember, you got to call Australian time. Now, if you want to leave an email and you have a problem, they have people 24/7. So you might have an issue. If you want to send an email to your broker has somebody who checks their email constantly. So within less than 5 to 10 minutes, I don't care what time it is, wherever you live, in 5 to 10 minutes, if you have a question, type it in, and then you'll get a response. Hey, my bank's not working. Hey, put in this, do this, put it in your little email, send your broker, it's done. Can you do that in Coinbase? No. Can you do that Uphold? No. Any of these other exchanges? No. Okay. And they're just, okay, let's say this. You buy crypto. Now, it's got to be a crypto that's popular. So you can go through it. You can transfer crypto to Caleb Brown. Go to Caleb Brown, type in what you're looking for and see if they got it. If they have it, you can transfer it. It's free. You don't need it. Okay, so here's the deal. Here's what I would do. Set up an account. It's free. Transfer whatever amount of crypto you want there. It's free. Okay. You'll have the same custody that banks have. That BlackRock, the biggest financial company in the world, you'll have the same custody as them. Now, if you want to buy crypto, you got to put $500 in your account to buy it. Okay. They don't keep any of that well, there's a small fee. But that $500, you get whatever cryptos you want. This isn't a crypto exchange where you put $20 in. No. Remember, this is an institutional exchange, not a retail exchange. They're being nice just to let you join with your $20, but you won't be able to put it in. Now, you could transfer. If you got $10 of crypto, you could transfer it into your account, I believe. Okay. And that's free. So think about this. You transfer all your crypto into Caleb Brown. It's institutional custody. It's free. And if you don't like it, transfer it out. It's free. Get it? Can you do that in some of these exchanges? No. Some of these exchanges, when you go to deposit money in, you're charged, aren't you? Yes. We all know. I think crypto.com and all of them are like that. Hey, Caleb and Brown, they want your crypto protected. So you could transfer your crypto to Caleb Brown for custody. They don't touch any of it. It's all 100% yours. If a month, 6 months later, you don't like Clayton Brown, you transfer it out, no charge. Can you say that about other crypto exchanges? No, you can't. That's why I like Clayton Brown. Why do they do that? They want you to buy crypto from them. They're in the business to make money. They're not independently wealthy like you. So, yes, they want your business. I'm glad to give Clayton Brown my business. And let's go. We got Wayne Williams. Wayne, thank you very much for that. Money, money, money. Oh, yeah. Tax-free donation. Love it. Caleb Gilmore, thanks for that tax-free donation. I clicked the Clayton website, said they merged, and the coin is Kaya, K-A-I-A, and it's on Caleb and Brown. Might want to double check, but it's 11 cents. Well, it's the same. I don't know why Coin Market Cap ain't showing that. So guess what? You call up, look up Caleb and Brown. Okay, here we are. I'm going to do it myself. It's Kaya. Okay, so now it's going to send my phone a two-factor authentication. Clayton, K-L-A-Y. It's mixed in with Ripple, guys. Just letting you know. I've read about the Clayton before. I've read articles with Clayton in there. I did not know this. That's why I did the deep dive, and I was like, shit, I remember Clayton like 2-3 years ago. They still haven't sent me my two-factor authentication code. Oh, wait, no, I know what I got to do. I got to go to Google Authenticator. That's right. See, I'm not good at this shit. It's not going to get sent to me because it's not it's the Authenticator app with Google. Okay. There we go. Hold on. Okay. Crypto's gone up like in the past week. I gained, this is good. It's up 25%, I'm sure. That's a lot. Like, I don't want to say how much, but it's gone up a lot. Okay, Clayton, let me type in. You go to where it says crypto, look for markets. If you're on the Clayton Brown website, look on the left side where it says cryptocurrencies. Click on that. And then it'll pop up like in the center of the screen. Search. It'll have a magnifying glass and the word search. I'm going to type in Clayton Clay. Okay, so I'm looking at Clayton and Clay. I don't know what you're talking about, Kaya. I'm looking at K-L-A-Y on Caleb and Brown. It says Clayton, and it says nothing about Kaya here. So I'm going to go back to my portfolio and attempt to buy it. So I'm going to trade out of select currency to sell, HBAR. I'm just going to put HBAR in there. And I want to buy Clayton and not Kaya. Okay, it says no, I don't have any money in my account. So, but basically they sell Clayton. So if you want to go to Caleb and Brown and buy Clayton, you can get it. All right. So there's that. I checked it myself and they have it. All right. Next article. Where are we at? 45-minute mark. Okay, so that's another crypto we came up with today. I mean, sometimes you guys want different cryptos, right? And I looked that shit up, and that's straight up Ripple partner right there. The Clay. That's amazing. And they got that little private network. that little private blockchain, but Clay is on that private network. So there you go. Merry Christmas. Let's talk about IOTA. Here's another crypto. CryptoHawk never goes over. And let me do a copy and a paste. It's called IOTA. I haven't seen it do shit for about 2 years. It is at about 20 cents. Let's go to CoinMarketCap. Let's take a look. Let me type in IOTA. All right, let me go back on the 1 year. Now, if I go back to 2017, they're not showing any record on CoinMarketCap. It only goes back 7 years. IOTA went up a penny. It used to be 20 cents. Now it's 21. I think my video, I set my videos off, so a couple people bought it. Let's look at the big picture. It's been around for 8 years. It got kind of popular about 2018, and I think it passed Ripple's all-time high, or maybe not. It was at $3.70. So, no, $3.91. So it maybe got just about at Ripple's peak. Okay, that doesn't mean shit because that was all speculation back then. But then somewhere around, so that's 2018, it hit a peak. 3 years later in 2021, it got up to $2.50 or so. Starting in June of 2022, almost 2 years ago, it just went flat to like 35 cents and shit. And then just recently, it's at 16 cents, 14 cents. Now it's at 21 cents. So it hit a bottom, a really bad bottom, about 2 months ago. Okay. Now, if I'm looking at this picture, it's good because it's been holding steady for like 7 years at a price of 26 cents. No, that's incorrect. Somewhere around 23 cents. 20 to 23 cents. It's been that consistently for like 6 years. 20 to 23 cents. So it has a loyal following to it. Now, let's talk about why did all of a sudden it kind of go up a little? And that's because of the news, okay? Let me check some comments here. Okay, Jed McCaleb is connected. Grigor the Globetrotter, member for 7 months, entry-level membership. May the force be with us, the good force. Okay. Now let's start with IOTA. Here's the article right here. Copy and a paste. Here's a crypto we're going to look at. I'm interested in it. At 20 cents, I'm interested in IOTA. Not saying I'm going to buy it, but it's something that I might end up getting 25% of my allowance this next month. May 1st or 2nd, I get my crypto allowance. It says, what to know about IOTA. Rebased upgrade. They got Firefly wallets and a change in validator tokenomics. IOTA upcoming rebased upgrade could be the most ambitious yet. So IOTA, I know that 6 months ago, I think IOTA got a brand new CEO. That's a good thing. Next, IOTA is going through a big change and they're going to replace. See, IOTA, one reason I never got in it because it was centralized. And I'm like, I don't want to fuck with centralized shit. Now you're going to have a decentralized. They're changing it all. They're changing it all. And they're going to have smart contracts. Okay. Unlocking smart contracts. This is very, very positive. Decentralized and smart contracts. Now they're on their way. on May 5th. So it's coming up. So what I might do is pick up some May 1st. And look, I'm not going to pump and dump this shit. If I buy IOTA, I'm buying it to keep, okay? If you want to buy it and pump it and dump it, I don't give a fuck. I'd buy it right now because May 5th, everybody's going to know about this shit and they're going to want to buy it. I will be buying it. What is today? 25th. I'll be buying it in about 5-6 days from now. Probably. That's on my list. Although I do like that Clayton. Fuck. Don't confuse me. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to put it on my list. Both of them. I need my Crypto Hulk notepad. Totally professional. Those two are on my list, everybody. Just being open and honest, right? That's what you want Crypto Hulk to tell you what he's doing. Crypto Hulk, what the fuck are you going to do? Some people want to know, like, I don't know, whatever. Okay, Clayton. And then IOTA. All right. Just getting ready, everybody. What I do is over each month I look at the news and I try to look at cryptos that I'm going to buy on the first of the month when I get paid my allowance. So those two are on my list. The other ones, there's nothing really that has grabbed my attention too much in the past 25 days of April. So those two are interesting for me. So, okay, back to the article. It looks here, according to the article, IOTA's been around for 10 years, 2015. Now, that's interesting. Again, total coincidence. But that's when Ripple actually was determined that it was a currency in 2015 by a court hearing where the United States Justice Department determined that Ripple was a currency. Here we have the same year that IOTA comes out of the closet, all right? Once branded as a blockchain without blocks, IOTA's earlier value proposition hinged on the promise of no fees, and it's scalable because it has something called Tangle, Tangle. It's a directed acyclic graph. So it's like a DAG, directed acyclic graph. So it's a DAG, just like the HBAR crypto that you should get on Caleb and Brown, HBAR. Go to the next section where it says, what's coming for IOTA? Where I found the most interesting is go to the bottom of that paragraph before the advertisement. By choosing Move, it's called MOVE. That's what they're using. Let me go back to the starting of the paragraph. Rebased. So IOTA they're having a process called Rebased. Rebased introduces native smart contract capabilities. Now we're talking, okay? This IOTA, this is starting to look very, very good, okay? Smart contracts, native. It's a Move VM, virtual machine. Now, you've heard of Ethereum virtual machine. Ethereum's total fucking garbage, okay? This is using a different virtual machine called Move, M-O-V. They got rid of they used to use the Ethereum virtual machine, not anymore. Look, I'm just letting you know in advance. If you got Ethereum, dump that shit because it's going to be worth horse shit, okay? Okay, let me move on. A virtual machine, Move VM, is a virtual machine that runs the Move programming language, originally developed by Meta. Oh, shit. You see what we got here? This is so fucking cool, everybody. That's why if I just go over 2 articles today, that's it. I'm showing you cryptos that are good now that I'm going to probably invest in. I'm not telling you what to do. I went through this article and I'm like, fuck, Meta is involved in this brand new transformation. Yeah, see, IOTA, okay, you have your IOTA cheerleaders out there. IOTA was just something I wasn't going to fuck with, okay? Somebody asked me, Crypto Hawk, why don't you ever go over IOTA? Because it's a pile of shit, okay? Now, it's made by some smart people, but they couldn't get that shit to work. So they redid this. And now this shit is looking exactly like it needs to. You've got Meta in the game helping them get squared away. IOTA got unfucked by Meta, okay? Meta came in there and slapped all the dumb shit out of these crazy people. Diem, Facebook had a crypto named Diem. That shit was so good, it scared all the governments in the world. See this? So what happened? Some of these developers that were fucking genius went over to IOTA and said, hey, get rid of that Ethereum virtual machine shit. Guess what they did? They dropped it because the Meta crew, everything works with Facebook and Meta. Ethereum is just a fucking failure, okay? It's been a 10-year failure. I've already shown all the evidence and everything. So that's why Crypto Hawk is seriously considering IOTA May 1st. Because you got the Meta team. There's so much. I mean, all right. So let's look at next here. Let me click out of that. Hold on, I got to make a note. Okay. Here's your next web page with IOTA. In case some of you guys want to read more about it, that's what this is for, because I'm getting near the end of the show, and I can't be explaining this shit. I would need another 20 minutes, and I want you to see about IOTA. It's very important you consider IOTA, okay? I'm probably going to buy it. As of right now, I'm probably going to throw 25% of my monthly allowance on IOTA, maybe 50%. Right now, I'm kind of thinking 25 to 50, but I don't know, okay? So just let me know my thoughts. Williski, thank you very much. Super late fee, brother. Business. The DAG, so is IOTA. I'm saying the IOTA's coming over to that camp pretty quick, okay? Now, all of the cryptos we're talking about right there, they're ISO 20022. All these cryptos I'm talking about, you can buy them on Caleb and Brown. And then the good part is you get institutional custody, and you get a broker to call up. Hey, I got a problem. Hey, sell it at this price. Do that. Why can't that is so awesome? You're like, that's why it's institutional. Caleb Brown is institutional. You buy all these cryptos that I'm discussing right now. Clayton, XRP, HBAR. Okay, here we are. YT had to cut my show off. So yeah, all of these cryptos, whether it's Clayton, KLAY, you can buy Caleb and Brown, XRP, of course. We went over IOTA, Algorand, HBAR, all of those, Caleb and Brown. Another great thing, like I said, you got access to calling your broker. Hey, do a sell. Here's a sell order I want to do. When it hits this and that, you tell them what to do. You have institutional custody, professional brokership that deals with multi-million-dollar deals. These people are doing multi-million. We're coming in there and we're poor. They're willing to work with us. The catch is you get free custody, free protection, just like the biggest financial institutions in the world. You don't have to pay for that. You have to have $500 to make a trade. That's the minimum. It's not a welfare system here we're running. It's you got to come up with $500 if you want to play ball with the big boys. If you want custody, the same that BlackRock, BNY Mellon, Sony, and 1,800 banks have, you got to come up with 500. I'm sorry. They're not playing welfare, okay? You want your crypto, you want to put $500, you can transfer all your crypto to Clayton Brown for free. They protect it for free. Let's say in a whole year, you don't buy shit. You want to transfer out, you can do that. How much does it cost you? Nothing. Some of these exchanges, you send them money or you send them your crypto and they hold it. Now you're going to have to pay a portion, right? Not Clayton Brown. When you go to make a trade, they're going to make money off you, okay? They're not running a free welfare exchange. I'm sorry. You're not going to have the world's biggest banks in a custody solution. Well, I just want to buy $20. I'm sorry. We can't help you, okay? Get a loan or something, come up with $500. Yeah. Is IOTA now named IOTEX now? No, it's IOTA. Go to Clayton Brown and you'll see that. All capitals. All righty. We're wrapping up with this. Let me check some comments and then I got to go. Where can you get IOTA in the United States? Clayton Brown. All right, that's a deep dive for today. You've got two cryptos I went over that we probably never have talked about. Clayton, we definitely never talked about Clay, and we've never really ever talked about IOTA. Those two, I would personally buy. Fuck it. Maybe I put 25% into Clayton, and I so far might look at maybe 50% of my income for this next month into IOTA. I could see that, 25 and then a 50, because I don't have any of them. But, okay. Yeah, you got to have a minimum of $500 every trade at a minimum. Look, this is a Clayton Brown with Fireblocks. It's built for institutions. Okay, look, I need to say it again so people get it. Clayton Brown and Fireblocks are not designed for retail. What is retail? Broke people like us, okay? What is Clayton Brown and Fireblocks designed for? Rich motherfuckers, okay, who don't want their crypto stolen, like banks, like BlackRock, worth $13 trillion in assets. These custody solution systems, and they're not designed for poor people. Poor people are going to have to use the ledgers and all that hardware wallet dumb shit, okay? Yeah. Like the Ripple wallets that got hacked, okay. I want my stuff in Clayton Brown, which uses Fireblocks, where you have, 1,800 banks and institutions. It's designed for multi-million-dollar institutions. Original, that's the key, what it's designed for. Not retail like you and me. You and me are lucky just to get in. That's how you have to look at this. Our broke ass is lucky that they will even accept us. If you don't have $500, come up with $500 because you ain't making a trade. If you want to trade for $20, go to some other exchange where your crypto is not yours. See, at Clayton Brown, it's yours. Your crypto's yours. When a exchange, see, Clayton Brown is not an exchange. It's a brokerage. There's a difference. It's a custody brokerage. Get it? It's a custody brokerage. What is Coinbase? What are all the other ones? They're exchanges. They're not custody brokerages. So what's the difference? Well, if you're on an exchange and they go bankrupt, they take your crypto. Why? Because they are not a custody brokerage. They are an exchange. That's the difference legally. At Clayton Brown, they're custody brokerage. There's a difference. A crypto exchange is an exchange. It's not a custody brokerage. There's a difference legally. That's what you don't know. So when Coinbase goes bankrupt, Uphold, Crypto.com, all these, guess where your crypto goes? Bye-bye. Now, Caleb Brown, if they ever go bankrupt, your crypto is in custody with Fireblock Solution. Get it? So your crypto's in custody. They're a broker custody. They're not a crypto exchange. Two separate legal differences, okay? That's about the easiest way I can explain that. At Caleb Brown, you are an account owner, OWNER, an account owner. At Coinbase and these others, you are an account holder, HOLDER. Two different things. When both of those bank businesses go bankrupt, at Caleb Brown, you're the account owner. They can't use your shit in custody to pay their bills. If you're at a Coinbase and they go bankrupt or an Uphold, you're an account holder. You're not the owner. Do you get it? That's where you get fucked. My name's Crypto Hulk. That'll do it for today. I'm going to go and work on a show for tomorrow. If I can find news for tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. on a Saturday, then I'll make a show for you. Right now, the time is 6 o'clock p.m. Pacific time. If you don't see a show by 8 o'clock p.m. or 8:30 p.m., I don't have a show ready in the morning. I'll see you then.